Well, hello there, NFL fanatics. It's your good old buddy here, Rai, the host the most, and I'm back for another edition of the NFL picks. This time for Week 15. And before I do that, NFL fanatics, I want to tell you out there how I did last week in Week 14. And guess what? I did way better in Week 13. 12 wins and 4 losses. It seemed like every other week I improved. So, let's kick this off. And it kicks off tonight for Thursday Night Football for Week 15. Here goes. The Seattle Seahawks will be at home versus the Los Angeles Rams. I'm going with Seattle. Probably a lot of you know that the Los Angeles Rams fired Jeff Fisher. And they just give him extension on his current contract. Then they fire him. They should have fired him a long time ago. I think the whole Rams upper management, they don't know what they're doing. Jeff Fisher will be fine. He might take a couple years off because LA Rams have to pay him, That's how it works in sports. Okay, next game. This will be a special game on Saturday night because no more college football until the bowl games. That'll be sometime the end of December and the beginning of January. So let's begin here, shall we? Let me continue here. The Miami Dolphins versus the New York Jets. New York Jets will be at home. I'm going Miami. Miami is trying very hard to get in the playoffs, and it seems like their starting quarterback is not out for the season. That is a good thing. So let's see what happens. And for the Jets, they had a very, very terrible season. Sorry, Jets fans, but I don't know what happened to you guys, They used to be good back in the day, but don't ever give up on your team. You guys could ruin Miami chances to get in the playoffs, But let's see what happens. This might be a good game, or it might be a total blowout. I think this is the second time they're meeting this year. I'm not really too sure. But I'm going Miami in my gut feeling. Okay, next matchup. The Buffalo Bills will be home versus the winless Cleveland Browns. Wow, winless. Sad, isn't it? So I'm going Buffalo. Both teams are no playoffs. Sad. Okay, next matchup. The Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Now, this is the biggest rivalry in NFL, okay? I know you're going to say, the Dallas and Washington is a big rival. The Cowboys and Giants, big rivalry. But overall, this is a big rivalry, in my opinion. Packers are going to win it, regardless. I think the Bears beat the Packers earlier this year. Not too sure. I was surprised the Bears lost last week. I wish they won, but I said before, and I'm going to say it again, Bears should just think about the future. And about Jay Cutler, that'd be great to get rid of him, but he's not the only problem. The whole offense, defense, it's going to take some time to get back in the playoff. So I'm going Green Bay. Green Bay is trying very hard to get in the playoff, and especially they want to win the division. Okay, next matchup. Another division rival. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cincinnati Bengals at home. I'm going Cincinnati for an upset pick. Next matchup, the Kansas City Chiefs will be at home versus the Tennessee Titans. If you watched last Thursday, Kansas City versus Oakland, I picked Oakland. Kansas City score right away. They look very good at home. I think they're undefeated at home, so I'm going to continue picking Kansas City. I should pick them last week, but Oakland is having a very, very good year. So once again, I'm going Kansas City. Next matchup, the Minnesota Vikings will be home versus the Indianapolis Colts. Minnesota really needs this win. On the other hand, the Colts need this win. I can't pick both teams. I wish I can, but I can't. So I'm picking Minnesota. Next matchup, Eli and the New York Giants will be home versus the Detroit Lions. I'm going with Detroit for the upset pick. Detroit is having a good year. On the other hand, the Giants are having a decent year. Or it's like an up and down kind of thing for them. They won, 5 in a row recently, and then they lost recently. Not bad. I don't think so. Way better my team. Okay, next matchup. The Baltimore Ravens will be home versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going with Baltimore. What the hell happened to Philly? Look at they just fell off the face of the earth, you know? They were pretty decent the first couple of games in the regular season. They just, I don't know what happened. But what do you expect with the rookie quarterback and a rookie head coach? I'm assuming this is his first starting coaching job. I'm not really too sure. Okay, next matchup. The Houston Texans will be home versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Houston really needs this win to keep pace with the Colts. Actually, the Colts need to keep pace with the Houston. I'm going Houston. Next matchup, the Atlanta Falcons will be home versus the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners got the worst record in NFL this year, so most likely they're gonna get the number 1 pick or second pick. It all depends. I know Cleveland's gonna get the number 1 pick regardless because they lost so many games and they won this. So I'm going Atlanta. Next matchup, the Arizona Cardinals will be home versus Drew Brees' New Orleans Saints. What the heck happened to the Saints? Who knows? So I'm going with Arizona. I think Arizona is trying to get into the playoffs. Next matchup. Now this is a rematch from last playoffs for the AFC title game. And also they met last year in the regular season. This time I'm going with the Patriots. Denver defense is clicking, but they don't have a good quarterback because Manning retired this offseason. So he's still making money with them commercials and all that good stuff. So let's see what happens if Tom Brady and the Patriots could get revenge. What happened in the title game last season? Actually, this past January, you know. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, next matchup. The Oakland Raiders versus the St. Louis Chargers. Chargers will be home. I'm going to Oakland. Hopefully they can bounce back from that awful defeat in their mouth. The Kansas City Chiefs. They're just expressing a taste in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? You get that bad taste. Okay, next matchup for Sunday Night Football. The Dallas Cowboys will be home versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Dallas lost for the first time since week 1 against, you guessed it, the New York Giants. Dallas Cowboys only scored 7 points, really? Wow. Now, I don't know if the Giants that good or the Cowboys had a bad game. It all depends how you look at it. So, the Giants swept the Cowboys in the regular season. Most likely, maybe, just maybe, they might meet again in the playoffs. It all depends if the Giants get in the playoffs. And plus, probably need help. But this time, I'm going with the Cowboys. I'm not a Cowboy fan, but they had a pretty good season. Okay, for Monday Night Football, the Washington Redskins will be at home versus the Carolina Panthers. I'm going with Carolina for the upset pick. What the heck happened to Carolina? They had a pretty awesome season last year. I think they lost some key players in the offseason. And Cam Newton never got his rhythm. He did, but it was kind of late. So, no playoffs for Carolina. Boo-hoo-hoo. Oh well. Hey, at least you guys went to the Super Bowl last year. You guys should have won last year, but actually this past February. Okay, enough is enough. Those are my recap, those are my picks, and last but not least, NFL Fanatics, the percentages on these games. Okay, Seattle and LA matchup. 98% Seattle and 2% Rams. Wow. Miami and Jets matchup. 70% Miami and 30% Jets. The Buffalo and Cleveland matchup. 97% Buffalo and 3% Cleveland. Chicago and Green Bay matchup. Actually, Green Bay and Chicago matchup because Chicago's at home. 95% Green Bay and 5% Chicago. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati matchup. 88% Pittsburgh and 12% Cincinnati. Kansas City and Tennessee matchup. 93% Kansas City and 7% Tennessee. Okay, Minnesota and Indianapolis. The matchup: 79% Minnesota and 21% Indianapolis. Giants in Detroit matchup: 76% Giants and 24% Detroit. Baltimore and Philly matchup: 91% Baltimore and 9% Philly. Houston and Jacksonville matchup: 95% Houston and 5% Jacksonville. Atlanta and Niners matchup: 99% Atlanta and 1% Niners. So, if the Niners could make a huge upset, they have a 1% chance to win this game on Sunday. Okay, the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints matchup. 74% Arizona and 26% New Orleans. Okay, next matchup. New Orleans. I'm sorry, I just said that. The New England Patriots and Denver matchup. 86% New England and 14% Denver. Oakland and San Diego matchup. 86% Oakland and 40% Chargers. Dallas and Tampa Bay matchup. That for Sunday Night Football. Okay. Dallas 88% and Tampa Bay 12%. And last but not least for Monday Night Football, Washington and Carolina matchup. 79% Washington and 21% Carolina. Okay. And I forgot to mention this. That Miami and Jets matchup, it's Saturday night game. I think if you have the NFL Network, you can watch it on the TV, or if you don't have that channel, you can always go under www.nfl.com and you can watch it for free streaming. That is a good thing. I think hopefully no commercials. They need to eliminate the commercials, especially if you stream it on a computer or on your phone or whatever. I have this thing on my phone called the app. I just want to show you this real quickie, or actually talk about it real quickie before I end this on the high note. Son of a gun. Hold on. It's called it's called I forgot. It's called the NFL Zone. No, I can't find it, but it's cool. You get updates, and you could watch it on your phone. If you got free Wi-Fi, it's free. But if you don't have free Wi-Fi at the house, you can't use it. So I use my phone a lot, or whenever I can, because I'm very, very social media kind of guy. Well, I can't find it. I'll let you guys know that then next time I do this thing will be sometime next week. I cannot believe NFL Fanatics. This season flew by like a snap. It's not like the NBA season or hockey season, especially baseball season. Those three other pro teams, pro professionals, organizations, the franchise take forever to finish. Now for the NFL, it flies so bad. It goes so darn fast, and I'm really looking forward to the playoffs. I know the Bears are out of it already. I care less, but I'm still gonna watch the playoffs regardless. The championship games, the wild card game, the championship games, and especially the Super Bowl. No, I'm not gonna watch the Pro Bowl because it is just a waste of time. The players just get a free trip to Hawaii or whatever they are at. But that's why these NFL players don't play hard, because they don't want to get seriously hurt. And I heard rumors that they want to have a dodgeball during Pro Bowl week. Really? Are you seriously? What's going to happen if someone really get hurt? Because back in the day, back in the 90s, probably none of you know that they did like a volleyball, and a guy got hurt, and he never recovered, so he was out for the rest of the year, and he had the end of his career. He was so darn young. They discussed that recently on TV. So I don't know if NFL is going to do. They need to make the game more exciting because, or play in the middle of the season, but they don't want to do that because then these key players will get hurt, and I can't explain it, But they make so much money, they shouldn't make a big deal about it. But that wraps it up. Sorry I went a little overboard. So once again, those are my picks for the brand new week, for week 15. My recap for week 14, the percentages on week 15, and all that good stuff. I just cannot believe it. 2 more weeks into the regular season over. Thank God. Not really thank God, but I'm doing very good in my pick them. But overall ranking, I'm very bottom, awful. But in my eyes, I'm pretty good. 130 wins, 130 wins, and 76 losses. What do you guys think? That's not bad in my eyes. So that wraps it up. Have a good one. Enjoy the games. Hopefully all of them are good. Hopefully no blowouts. This is your friend here, Rai, is sign off. See you next edition, sometime next week when I do the NFL Pick'em. Goodbye.